friends. Today we're tackling Formula One's most burning question. Did Red Bull make a massive mistake passing over Yuki Tsunoda for Liam Lawson? The 2025 season is only 2 races in, and already there's talk of a potential driver swap. Let's dive into the evidence. When Red Bull dropped Sergio Perez after 2024, they had 2 options from their junior team: Yuki Tsunoda with 4 years of F1 experience, or Liam Lawson, who had impressed in just 11 races. Despite Tsunoda out-qualifying and outscoring Lawson when they were teammates, Red Bull chose Lawson. According to Christian Horner, it came down to Lawson's mental strength and character, suggesting Tsunoda's emotional reputation worked against him. But 2 races into 2025, that decision is already being questioned inside the paddock and throughout the F1 community. Let's look at the facts from the opening races. In Australia, Tsunoda qualified 5th in his Racing Bulls, ahead of Ferraris and just behind McLarens. Lawson, 18th in a top 3 car, nearly a full second slower per lap than Verstappen. During the race, Tsunoda drove flawlessly and was on track for points until a strategy error by his team. Lawson struggled in the midfield before crashing out. Verstappen still managed a podium in the same machinery. In China this past weekend, things deteriorated further for Lawson. He qualified last for both the sprint and main race, while his teammate Verstappen was fighting for pole. Meanwhile, Tsunoda again outperformed expectations in the midfield Racing Bulls. Red Bull advisor Helmut Marko didn't mince words after China, essentially agreeing that Lawson is running out of time. Meanwhile, Tsunoda has been nothing short of sensational this season. Inside sources suggest a potential driver swap could happen as early as the Japanese Grand Prix, Tsunoda's home race. When asked if he'd be ready to step up, Tsunoda's response was clear: 100%. Even Marko has admitted that Tsunoda is in the form of his life and more mature this season, a stark contrast to Red Bull's previous concerns about his temperament. What's changed with Tsunoda? After years of emotional radio outbursts, he's transformed into a complete driver. Racing Bulls team principal Laurent Mekies called his performance in Australia huge and noted that after a strategy error cost him points, Tsunoda was actually trying to cheer the team up on the radio. His technical feedback has improved dramatically, his race management is more sophisticated, and he's developed into a team leader. This evolution, combined with his natural speed, makes him the ideal candidate to partner with Verstappen. Red Bull didn't win 8 world championships by being sentimental. They're ruthless when it comes to performance, and the numbers don't lie. Lawson is struggling with the RB21, while Tsunoda is overperforming in inferior machinery. Every race Lawson underperforms damages Red Bull's chances in the Constructors' Championship, which translates directly to millions in prize money. With Ferrari and McLaren looking stronger than expected, Red Bull can't afford to give away points. The championship is too close to gamble on potential. They need a driver who can deliver now. Some will argue Lawson deserves more time, but F1 history shows that talented drivers promoted too quickly often never recover from early failures. Just ask Pierre Gasly and Alex Albon. Others might say it's too early to judge after just 2 races, but in F1's high-pressure environment, 2 races can be an eternity. The stark performance gap between Lawson and Verstappen is alarming by any standard. The reality is that Lawson had his chance and hasn't shown the adaptability needed. The potential is there, but Red Bull needs results now. The evidence is clear. Tsunoda has earned his shot through consistent improvement, remarkable performances, and newfound maturity. Lawson simply isn't ready for the pressure of a top team seat. Red Bull faces a crucial decision that will define their season. Do they stick with Lawson and potentially sacrifice valuable points, or make the bold but necessary move to promote Tsunoda? If you agree that Tsunoda deserves that Red Bull seat, hit that like button. Drop your thoughts below and subscribe for more F1 analysis that challenges the mainstream narrative. This is F1 Education, and I'll see you at Suzuka, where we might just witness a dramatic driver swap.